Welcome to this week's episode of Stories with César. I'm gonna try to do two this week because I just got back from what I was out. I was at a boys' state program for a week, and obviously you can tell that's what this one is. I'm hoping we get the thumbnail to be the boys' state thing, 'cause I'm calling it Hitler Youth 2K17, which was something that came up that my roommate David, that was his name for the program, Hitler Youth 2K17. I like this. I really like that as the name we'd picked. Now, we have a few things to do here. A few stories. I mean, enough that I had to write a book. Now, we'll take from the top straight with the bus there. Now, I'm generally like a talkative person. Like, I'll talk to people. Now, that bus ride there, it was like 3.5 hours. Dead silent for me. Completely silent. Well, kind of. Now, near the end, like the last half hour, we said to declare communism. And well, that went well. Mostly because we all had all started planning and everything, and all of us we all got away with it. But they told us, oh yeah, you're assigned two parties, like a nationalist or a federalist. It has to be either or. And nobody expected what happened when we got there, which was just we were told it wasn't that militarized. Yeah, there's Marines there, but only for disciplinary things. And there's this big Nigerian Marine called Kali. I'll have his picture up now. He was our Marine, and the drilling was insane. Just insane. It was nothing like any of us expected. Anyways, we got to not to through the first day, and the guy who was supposed to be in my room never showed, which meant I had a room to myself. And then make your bed in a very specific way. So I decided, know what I'll do? Sleep in the mattress is not being used. Keep this one there all week. And it worked all week long. All of it worked. Now, there was... No, that's a short story, so let's do that. There was a vending machine there, just for other food. Now, I bought something from the other, like, $2 thing. Comes out, and I get $2 in change back, and I put in exact change. So I get $2 in change back and 75 cents. So I made 75 cents by spending $2. That's just how it fell out for me. Now, what really got great was the caucusing, because there was a big government aspect to it. I was a nationalist. I ran for a few things, didn't get any of them, up to Commissioner of Public Works, which meant I really didn't have to do much. So, our first night of campaigning for that, there was a guy trying out for judge. This kid, he looked like a Mal Rosie O'Donnell. I'll see if I can find a picture of that to put up, just to give that visual. If not, I'll just have a Rosie O'Donnell, but it looked like a Mal Rosie O'Donnell. The kid, like, he was up there, his belt buckle just snapped. That's how bad it was. And, well, during his speech, he gets up there, and with absolute confidence, says his number. I was 0805, that was my assigned number. Now, he had one too, but with absolute confidence, he says the wrong number. He never corrected himself that entire time. And that was the beginning of, like, me, or not me specifically, most of the guys behind me. I was, like, added my input every now and then, just started roasting everybody up there, which was massively entertaining after we got past the serious elections. Anyways, he continued, and he gets to the end, he's going, and I will make sure that Federalists, keep in mind, we were the nationalists, that Federalists will rule the government. Whoa. Wait, what'd you just say? So he said I will ensure the other party will rule. Which, that was just the icing on the cake for me. I was done at that point. Wonderful. With another guy, there's some things that you could get kicked out for. I probably just cut up the audio because the controller fell. But there's something to get kicked out of this program for, like leaving the campus things. We're up at Mooresville State College. And you'll probably see pictures in this of me doing boys' state things and stuff at boys' state. Yeah, anyways. One kid was caught whacking in the bathroom by a Marine. It wasn't in my county, but apparently they put him on trial and it turned out to be well, he stayed, but they put him on trial. I would love to have been there for that, but I wasn't. I wasn't kicked out though. I would have kicked him out. I could just see the Marine just afterwards, just get on your face, which is pretty much push-ups for anybody who doesn't get the military speak of that. I'm just getting back for a whole week of that. I heard she just fall in or something today. They were talking about someone taking a while in the bathroom. I heard fall in, and I had this immediately strong urge to get up and get in my squad, get in formation. That's gonna stick for a while. It's like PTSD. Ooh. Another one of my favorite moments when we were up in our platoons. I was in the 3rd platoon, 2nd squad, and we had a guy getting distance for us, and he's out there. He goes up to the other platoon, takes 4 steps, but he does it with arms outstretched, walking. And our Sergeant Cully yells, "Are you German?" And this kid turns and goes, "Yes, sir." And our counselor, who was also a Marine in training, he was supposed to be off the boot camp shortly after the program, but he starts laughing. Kali even he smiled and starts laughing. Everybody broke. The Marine was laughing, and at that point, everything lost it. We bought him a card too, but before I get into the story of the card, we got to give you a story of his personal story at Marine boot camp. And so he's from Nigeria, fled Nigeria when he was 10, got to the States, and became a Marine. Anyways, he couldn't swim. Is Nigerian, we're all thinking this, we're like, no, we can't say that. And then Kali himself goes, well, you know what they say. And everybody took that as a cue to laugh, which is great. And he told us his nickname. They called him the Iron Duck. No, that played into our hand later on when we bought that card. We had a college store there at Mooresville looking for card. We were going to get him a poster of just some random thing, like a shirtless Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. Just a completely blunt jab at him. But then we decided to go, let's get a card and edit it, make it more personal. Have everybody sign it. And on the front of this card it says, when danger comes your way, and there's a duck on the front. Inside it says duck. Now, we scribbled out duck and wrote, get on your face, which was obviously his favorite saying. Oh, during PT in the mornings, I can still remember that. Hell. Holding a push-up in the up position for 10 minutes, that was not fun. Actually makes my arms sore just thinking about it. I'm still sore. I had to run 2 miles yesterday for the program. It was crazy. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So, we meant to give him the card in the morning after our PT, and we never got around to doing that. So what ended up happening was it was thrown around person to person all day. Some people signed it who didn't get a chance to, which is good, but it was just this massive race to get it to someone. We tried to give it to him at the final parade, but they didn't have it, and then me and the guy who I bought it with when we went out to get it had to make a mad dash through the pouring rain back to our dorms to get that with parents and everybody on campus there. So we're cutting in and out of people, running as fast as we could, jumping over things, trying not to bowl over children, and then just made our way back doing the same thing with the card. And I carried it around for an hour and a half, just waiting until we formed up again. I finally give it to him, and he doesn't open it. And then as some kid yells, "You gotta open it!" He goes, "Come to the front. Why don't you open it?" Opens it. He sees the duck. Immediately looks at us. Goes, "Get on your face." He said it without the accent. We pissed him off. And he opens it up and sees the "get on your face" part, and he starts laughing and laughing because at that point he knows, oh, it wasn't a joke about the Iron Duck thing. He still made us do push-ups for it, but it was funny. Nobody could count there apparently either. They made us do count-offs. And everybody would screw it up constantly. Constantly would have people just, hey. We'd start, I don't think during the week, nobody said 60. When we got to 60, it was all snixty. 67. There was some guy, I think it was 20, and it was he's up next, snap, 80! You weren't even close. It'd be understandable if he was in the squad where 80 is normally the number you get to, but no. He's in the first squad. You're getting up to maybe 20 at the best. So that happened, and we all fell apart laughing. And it was early in the week, so Callie didn't do anything. And there's so much stuff up here. I actually had to write a script. I had time up there, so I had to write a script. There's one vote. They swapped the votes when they went up there. The guy giving the votes screwed up. And this one kid we call Blondie looked like a fish, starts just riding over it. So a guy from our county, Casey, comes up, smacks his gavel, yeah, I'm saying it right, on the podium, goes, shit, damn it, sit down, shut up. He doesn't say it again. So what's he do? Throws the gavel at the guy's foot. Sit down, shut up. And this is after a while of arguing with the kid. And eventually somebody else got up there, and he's just, I'd like to voice my opinion. And Casey just straight up goes, your opinion doesn't matter, with the gavel. It was great. Now, in the Statesman, their newspaper they had up there, there was one comic one day. The alma mater for Boys State, the last line of that song is a melting pot for color, creed, and nationality. And someone put that melting pot for color, creed, and nationality line above this, like a picture of the seating arrangements for where the veterans sat, who ran the program. And everybody's white except one guy who's black, which is how it was up there. And there was just a jab at that, and the director the next day addresses it with this incredibly racist speech. He kept like pointing to ethnicities, but never making a point. And his friend, the guy he has, his assistant director is the one black guy, and he goes, "Yeah, he's been my assistant for years. After all that racism, that's not the line to go with." And he called him blackface. It's like, I just wanted a black face up here with me. You can't say that. You can't. Yeah. It was bad. During the run for governor, which is like the highest state position you can hold, there was roasts back and forth with that. It was great. I mean, it was just, when someone says something, then up on the stage, someone else jabs back at him for that, and just going back and forth, and it turns into one massive joke. But still, our final candidate was elected because he recited all the duties of governor without a book from memory. He recited them while doing push-ups up there. That kid had to be like in training for some military things. He looked like it. He didn't win. The other guy was better. I voted for the other guy because I honestly thought he's the better guy. He's his thing. Let him do it. So the other guy won. And oh yes, the Asian. There's an Asian. Called him Fruit Guy. His actual name was Paul. Paul, the Asian fruit guy. But he's just really enthusiastic and happy, and he'd hand out fruit every morning. If it sounds like I'm talking fast here, I am, because I have a lot of stuff to get through. I'm trying to keep it short-ish. Anyways, eventually there's people throwing fruit around, so they took away his duties. They made him sit down or do just normal cafe police stuff. And there's a riot at the final state convention where we elect the governor. They just bring back Fruit Guy, which is a major like campaign slogan for the people. And the next morning I walked in, there's another Asian giving fruit. I'm like, hey, they brought back Fruit Guy. It was bad luck, I guess, that Fruit Guy sat next to me. Yeah, they just put another Asian up there. They're interchangeable. I suppose they thought. I felt so bad. I was just, ooh. Ooh, God. Oh, and the final newspaper, the breakfast in the morning, I didn't say, which would have been today. I would have been getting back around now, actually. But I left yesterday. Like, after, we could leave today, but yesterday was, like, the assumed date of leaving. Anyways, there's an abbreviation of the paper for the breakfast. I would have a picture, but I left my thing in the med room. So I'm pissed that I left my paper there. I have a picture of the comic from before, but not that. And it was abbreviation for assorted meats. So for breakfast tomorrow, today, if I would have stayed, it would have been ass meats. Would have been great. Yeah, the Asmies thing would have been great. Uh, it hit 15 minutes. I can only record for 15 minutes on this. I didn't know about that. Okay, so we've hit just about all the stories. No, 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 no. Wait a second. No. No, we got one more, one final story here. Two, actually. So there's one of our counselors. I'll try to have a picture of him up here, possibly with Kali. And he, in lunch, is talking to us, but I don't like yelling at you guys when I have to command you. It's not, I don't feel right doing that. What's he turn around and do later on that day? Scream at us. Granted, one kid was being a smartass, so we kind of deserved it. But he screams at us for this. And the kid ended up having made us do about 100 squats, which was just lovely after my legs were already sore. Anyways, now for our grand finale. Now, they yelled at us at one point for I never had the idea before then. They said nobody better plan to assassinate the governor this year. Well, we had it happen 2 years ago, and it was this massive disappointment for Boy State. It's like, I didn't think of assassinating anybody here till you said it. If you didn't say it, I wouldn't have thought it. So anyways, I planned with a couple of people to have an assassination attempt done. Now, not really like organized. I was really against it because I wanted to run it as it was supposed to be run. I was kind of there just to shut it down. So I helped them plan, because you know me, I can plan well for that. And I plan things. I think there's a plan. Get up to him while he's giving a speech, like go to ask a question, because you get to walk up on stage with him and just get him then. Just have several people behind him and mark him then. Now, this plan was doomed to fail purposefully because he has bodyguards, and these idiots didn't think anything of it, so they kind of like went up there and did it, and then the bodyguards I had notified, so nobody got in trouble. Bodyguards shut it down, and they I think they were arrested. Yeah, arrested. Finger quotes. Finger quotes. But there wasn't assassination, so no one really got in trouble. So I kind of saved them. I put my neck out there for them and saved them. But to be completely honest, I could have also arranged for those bodyguards to be down somewhere else by telling them an assassin was hiding and the people down there. So yeah, that's I could have had the governor assassinated without any ties back to me, which is something. Anyways, that's all we got this week. I'm gonna try to have two of these out this week. I want to get our César stories, César thoughts episode out. I wanted to do a ton of pictures of the text messages, but I don't have pictures of those, so you just have to enjoy a bunch of edited pictures of our faces from around here and things we've made with our faces. So enjoy those. Maybe some César quotes and pictures of César with things that I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's all we got for you this week, and in the interest of keeping it under 20 minutes, we'll see you next time, which will hopefully be like around Friday-ish. And, oh, one more thing. Quentin has something, I think we put it up on Nincompoop Club already, but it should be up on my channel soon. Adventures with César. And I haven't watched it personally, but I think it's like a culmination of like multiple things we've done with me and the guys. So there'll be that. That's all for now, and we'll see you next time. There, it's done.